Poker Night 2 aims to replicate the experience of hanging out with your friends and playing poker, only instead of your regular boring friends, you're playing with Sam from Sam & Max, Brock Samson from Cartoon Network's Venture Brothers, Claptrap from Borderlands, and Ash from Army of Darkness. In all but one case, they're voiced by their proper voice actors. Patrick Warburton is on board as Brock Samson.
But you want this spot? Go ahead. Take it from me.
Claptrap is as annoying as ever.
That's what you get when you screw with the clown!
There was probably a better way to phrase that.
And Sam has brought Max along for moral support.
Max? Forward.
The only exception is Ashley Williams. Bruce Campbell isn't providing the voice, so we have an okay sound-alike. He's not terrible, but it's definitely a shame if you're a fan of the series.
Why can't Hollywood let our childhood icons die a dignified death, instead of parading them around like rotting zombies?
The game is overseen by Reginald Van Winslow from the Tales of Monkey Island series, and the dealer is none other than GlaDOS from Portal, who's even more out-and-out vindictive than usual.
Wow, I really didn't see this coming.
I did, but I didn't want to ruin the surprise. Surprise.
Most of the draw of Poker Night 2 is the characters, so it's a good thing that the dialogue is great. The game has a laid-back vibe, and the characters all chat to each other during hands, so if you've ever wondered what Brock Samson would make of Ash's chainsaw, or how Claptrap and GlaDOS would get on, here's your chance to find out.
Chainsaw, huh? Isn't that a little messy?
It gets the job done.
I like my weapons more, intimate.
When you're fighting the kind of uglies that I come up against, the last thing you want is intimate.
As good as the dialogue is, it's not inexhaustible. It is likeable enough that you don't mind hearing it a few times, but it can easily start to grate once you hear a piece of dialogue for the third or fourth time.
Did you know that there are jellyfish that can live forever?
Oh yeah. Who wants to be an immortal jellyfish?
As you play through tournaments, you earn credits, which you can then use to buy felts, decks, and chips themed around each of the characters. You can also use them to buy drinks to get your opponents drunk and show their tells more.
Drinks aren't gonna work, dopey. I play even drunker when I'm smart.
I do love the attention to detail here. Each character has an appropriate mug. Sam, drinks out of a tiki mug, while Claptrap has a sippy cup. The felts, chips, and decks have a purpose too. Use all three of the set at once, and the poker room is re-themed around that set. Here's the Army of Darkness room, complete with an evil Ash helmet for Ash.
I thought it smelled of death and slapstick in here.
There are also certain randomized challenges for you to complete. Once you complete a set of 3, you get a chance to play for a certain character's trophy item, like the orb from the Venture Brothers or the necronomicon X Mortis from Army of Darkness. If you win the tournament, you win the object, which nets you an achievement, as well as a Borderlands 2 unlock and an avatar item. Here's my avatar with his brand new necronomicon. What were the words again? Klaatu, Barada... Yeah, that's probably fine.
It's about time! I've been trying to get rid of that damn book for years!
The poker itself is decent, but that's from my perspective as someone who doesn't play a lot of poker. It's mostly down to the other players' AI, which can be a little baffling. You could argue that they're playing in character, as most of the characters are either a bit stupid or extremely aggressive, but you'll see a lot of them going all in before the flop with terrible cards, which even my limited poker knowledge tells me probably isn't a very good idea.
Alright, all in.
Big mistake, Junior.
The other downside is the lack of multiplayer. It's a real shame, as it'd be great to pick a character and play some cards with your friends over live. There are still leaderboards so you can see how your friends are faring, but this is single player only. Poker Night 2 is a fun, laid-back single-player poker experience, and it's great to sit and listen to these characters chat to each other as you play. A lot of its replayability depends on how much you want to unlock neat avatar gear and cool poker environments, as well as your tolerance for repeated dialogue. I found it utterly charming, but you may want to download the free trial to give it a go if you're unsure. Oh, and it was also a relief to see that Doug from The Walking Dead is fine. Hey Doug, sorry about sacrificing you to that horde. How long can one guy hold a grudge?